Morning, folks. Well, today these beaver traps are empty, both of them, so I don't see any new sign. I'm kind of betting that that beaver I did catch, I think, was branching out to new territory or trying to, and I think he came from probably downstream here someplace. About a quarter mile down, they got a really big culvert plugged, but to be legal, I can't be within 300 feet of a campground, and it's right on a campground. So that one, I'm a little worried about trying to trap there. I should go talk to Fish and Game and see if they'd be alright or not. That it's a beautiful day. We got, like I was just telling my uncle, it's a Civil War day. We got 50-50 gray and the blue. They're fighting it out to see who gets to win. Still a lot of snow up high. It's been amazingly nice weather though for mid-November. But anyway, let's run up the mountain and check some wolf traps. Well, that firewood fella with the dog, I think that's his trailer, but the truck is gone. So I'm pretty sure he's okay. I hope he got his dog back. That's a lot of country back here for a tiny dog like that, and be a pretty easy meal. So that's good news at least. I'd be really kind of worried if his truck was still there. It's not, so he's probably fine. Like I say, oh excuse me, that little dog, like I say, he's not very big. So hopefully he found him. I know I'd be pretty upset if I lost either of my two little knuckleheads here, or Cora either. Cora, like I said, she doesn't like to come. She stayed home with Cindy again, but I don't know. She's a strange dog. A good dog, but not very outgoing. Not very, well, she is not playful in any way, but I don't know. She's not mean or anything. She's just a kind of a bland dog. Well, right offhand, I don't see anything. But look at this cow. Birds didn't move it that far. It was right here. It's been dragged clear over there. The hide is mostly gone. Looking around, I don't see anything in my traps. Could have been a bear. The rib bones are chewed off pretty good though. That's usually a sign of wolves. Boy, that thing sure didn't last very long. Well, I got a couple of trail cameras over here if they're working. Go back and get my card reader. That one's empty. These over here, I don't see anything in them. Okay, this one is empty. Oh, I guess not. I was going to say, but my stick's been moved, but it's still the way I left it. Alright, so I got some more down here, and more the other direction. Well, that leg has been eaten on, but it really hasn't been moved. I'm thinking that's probably birds. trap here is empty. I'll add a little more urine, and there's another cow leg over there. I'll have to go look. Okay, that one, not much left of that leg. The hide is missing, which makes me kind of wonder. That there is, like right here, there is a fluffy feather on there. And there's bird turds around the base. This right here, where the tendon was, that's been chewed on for sure. So, coyote, fox, wolf. Kind of hard to tell for sure what did that, but it's a little more than birds. That cow, man, that's pretty much gone. I have my neighbor stopped by day before yesterday, said he's got another one that up and died if I wanted it, so I'll bring it up here next. I would have done it today, but I didn't want to wait around. Maybe I'll run it up tomorrow. That trap's empty. It's right there. I got 4 more to go and check. Well, this trap right there, my pan cover's been pulled off, and I had a wad of beaver meat down in there. I'm guessing that is a fox. My pan tension is now, after catching those others, is set heavy enough that I think a fox can dance around on top of that and not have it set off. Coyote, it would probably set it off, and a wolf for sure. I think what happens is they step on the edge, right where instead of where the pan is, they step on the edge of it, and being that it's hollow under there, it gives underneath their foot and makes them curious, and then they dig up my pan cover and move on. But it's not set off, so I'll go back and get my tools here and cover that back up again and re-lure that there. This last trap, well, one of the last traps up here, I see it's empty too. The trap is still set, but underneath that log right there, that hole wasn't there before. I had a wad of beaver meat there too. I do have a trail camera here, so maybe I'll find out. So this was the one that wouldn't work on the video the other day. It says I have 9 pictures though. That one looks like me. That's me. Let's see here. Enough glare, you probably can't see it anyway. Okay, that's me. That's me. Okay, I don't see anything in that picture. Sometimes the wind or who knows what will do, a squirrel runs by or something. Nothing in that one. Okay, there's a side-by-side going by. And that's me coming back to check it. So, nothing exciting on that one. Kind of frustrating. I'm going to have to try to see if this camera will go back to doing video clips. If not, I'll have to set it back to these still pictures, and they're okay, but I like to be able to see what's happening on a video. Sometimes on the still pictures, there could be something there, but unless it moves, it's hard to see them. Anyway, I got 2 more traps over there, and from here I can tell they're both empty. Man, I wish I knew what ate that cow. An eagle and ravens, when there's so many of them, they can fly off with a lot of bait fast. But that cow probably weighed 700 pounds, so it's, I don't know, something chewed off those ribs too. That could be a fox, it could be something else, but them eagles didn't move that far, that's for sure. That had to be at least a coyote. I don't think a fox was strong enough to move them that far. Anyway, I'm here. I got a bunch more bait with me today, so throw out a few more traps. Well, this is frustrating. The trap cover is gone on that one too. So I got some touch-up work to do. For sure birds, but again, the little tendons around the edges, that's been pulled with teeth. So I'm betting I got a bunch of fox up here again. They're the only thing I think that can yank those pan covers off without setting them off. This last trap, it's just right down here. Take a look here quick and see what it's got. I bet the cover's off of it. Yeah, dang critters. Pan cover's off, and my bait is most likely gone down in there. Well, so I really don't want to catch the fox, and coyotes aren't bringing very much either. A few of those would be okay though, but the fox, they're not bringing much, and these big wolf traps are too much for a fox. So I got my cover, or my trap tension finally turned up to the point that they're not getting it. Sometimes I kind of wonder if that's really what I should do. I mean, you don't really, if the wolves come through, I don't want to have a fox in the trap instead. But at the same time, on a day like today, there's what, three or four traps here that were dug up. If I had 2 or 3 or 4 fox, I would definitely pay for my time and gas. I don't know, it's a toss-up. So some of you are probably wondering why my traps are set so far away, when if I put them right there next to the cow, I'd probably catch one. Well, first off, it's against the law. I have to be at least 30 feet away. And second off, the reason for that rule and that law is that if my traps were right up there next to the cow, what I would end up catching would be ravens and eagles, not the wolves. During the daytime, there's probably 300 of them. The wolves only come around pretty much at night, and just a handful of them. So odds are against it. I'd end up with birds instead. Well, got 3 more traps out. I've still got 2 to check though in another spot. So don't run off just yet. Who knows, maybe we'll have something, maybe we won't. But anyway, just got 3 more in. That makes a total, I believe, of 13. I gotta count up again, but I need to write them down. Most of the time I put them in places I can remember, but you get out very many, and sometimes it's easy to forget some. So anyway, this one here, this one turned out pretty good. There's a trap right there. Got a little bit of pea on the tree, and those 2 sticks right there, the little ones, have lure on them. So anyway, let's go check those last 2, and then that's it. Well, I just passed the firewood guy with the dog, He's fine. He didn't stop though, so I don't know if he got his dog back or not. I hope he did. Well, nothing here. Got a trap right there at the base of that tree. Right there. That's where I caught that one a few years ago. And I got one right there, right next to those white turds. I caught one there too a few years ago. And if you've been watching my channel for a while, that big bear that we caught and had to release was right here. I had him chained to this little stick here, and we ratchet strapped him to that tree there. So if you have not seen that video, that is the best one I've had so far. Most exciting, really. It's called Releasing a Big Bear from a Wolf Trap. Man, I don't want to do it again, but I'm kind of glad that we actually got that experience, because boy, it was exciting. Poor Cindy, she kept saying, "Oh, this is a bad idea. We got to do something else." And told her, well, what else can we do? We got to get him out. We can't, in Idaho, you can't legally trap bears, and so you have to turn them loose. And that was not the easiest thing in the world. So, anyway, it was kind of fun. Not for the bear, maybe. Although he wasn't hurt. There was no limp at all when he walked away, and no cuts or blood or anything like that. He was fine. He was kind of thirsty, being in there for a day or two. But we got this creek right here next to it. So, anyway, if you haven't seen it, look it up. That's my shameless plug of the day. See you, folks, and thank you very much for watching.